Big crashes in NASCAR happen all the time, especially at Talladega. Here are all the big ones from 2012 to now at Talladega. Enjoy.
Pushed by Casey Mears. Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact. Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Fortune's out.
Chip drivers got through. Which ones didn't? Is the winner of this race. Inside. Jimmy Johnson's car all torn up.
They're running.
And Kenseth.
You know, they're running at such a fast pace. I mean, we're running 184 miles an hour.
Big crash, turn 3.
Reckon behind you.
Tommy Baldwin gets piled up
Yellow.
with the 42 of
I think the
Montoya.
24's in there, too.
Landon Castle, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards are all involved as one car slowed in the top lane. Terry Labonte and everybody else piled in. Watch the two white cars on the inside line as they come to turn 3. Whoa.
Looks like Blaney might have hooked
Was that Castle?
Castle.
Was.
I think it was, and
Yep.
that started that. And then Jeff Gordon gets pounded by Martin Truex Jr. He hit that wall hard, Jeff Gordon did.
Look, Almirola way down inside, and it was not Castle, but Almirola and Blaney who trigger this.
It almost looks like there was something wrong with Almirola's car, either out of fuel or something.
We were seeing a lot of drivers that appeared had something going on that last lap before this.
4 laps to go.
Denny Hamlin.
Now another problem.
Hamlin got into Allmendinger, who gets away, but behind him, it's calamity.
Outside. Stay.
Good grief. Hard is wrapped up in it.
Yeah, that was just cars trying to get in position to get down into the corner. Decides. Oh, AJ moved over and tried to block Hamlin. Hamlin got into Allmendinger, and that started the whole mess.
Yeah, AJ tried to change lanes, and Hamlin was already there. Crash in turn 1.
Huge crash, unbelievable crash.
Kyle Busch got into the back of Casey Kane. Kane got turned into the wall as Busch tried to change lanes. And a lot of cars are really torn up. Yep, Kyle on the outside,
Kyle's
Kane
on the
in
outside.
the middle.
Kane in the middle. Kane comes up, and Kyle goes down. I think it's more like Kyle went down and Kane went up. They make a little light contact right here when Kyle looks like he's getting a push from Marcus Ambrose, starts to move to the outside and catches the back of the 5 car Kane and sends him around. You see Jamie McMurray, and there goes the 29 of Harvick.
Hamlin got hit by
Ryan Vickers in it now.
Yeah, Hamlin's car. Vickers, Ruderman,
the 70.
Stewart.
Martin Truex Jr. in 56 just basically all but stopped to keep from getting in it. Jeff Burton, you just had talked about him in the 31.
Danica Patrick, Gilliland, here it is again.
Yeah, it just gets on that right rear corner, and then Casey comes off corrects and comes right into the side of the 18 car of Kyle Busch, and then it's on from there. Crazy
They ain't
stuff.
gonna make it.
They got to make it 6 more times.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There was no way.
It's Kurt Busch. In it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Gordon down to the ground.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Boyer, McMurray.
They're just, guys, I'm with Denny. And, you know, having been in these situations several times, there's no way you can race that way and make it.
And for the 6th time in 7 Talladega races, a pileup in the last 8 laps. That's Regan Smith in the middle and Yaley up top.
Right here, the 51 car, Owen Stenhouse squeezes to the outside.
And that's Yaley in the 36.
And that shoved Yaley down. And look at that 78 car upside down and then lands on top of Ryan Newman's 39 car.
Bobby Labonte involved.
So it was Stenhouse, the rookie, trying to go 4 wide on the outside.
New car. Water pressure was okay. He'll get a wedge adjustment this time.
Trouble on the track, Dave. Cars colliding on the back straightaway. Alex Bowman, 23. Tony Stewart, more piling in. Is that Kyle Busch in the inside wall? 18 car all torn up. We're done.
Probably comes from just a push that went wrong.
Yeah, it looks like Almirola got into the back of Yaley, just at the wrong little angle and just pushed him in the right side.
And Kyle Busch there in the smoke gets run into from behind, looked like by Austin Dillon, the 3 car.
There.
He might be too far back, though.
Oh, trouble.
Junior's in that.
David Gilliland, Michael Annette, Paul Menard, and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Earnhardt Jr. looking to try, like he was going to try to make it 4 wide and clips the left rear. That's what set it off.
Stand by. Crash out of turn number 4. Brad Keselowski in front of Trevor Bayne. Contact. And a big pileup.
We saw this coming, Mike. We've been seeing this coming. They've been getting more and more aggressive, and this is the result. Boy, it looked like the 2 just started to get loose. I'm not so sure that there was any contact. Almost looked like the 2 just started to get loose all on his own.
It definitely did not look like there were any contact between Trevor Bayne and that 21.
Ryan Scott hit that inside wall pretty hard in the 33 car. Oh, there's a car. Who is that? The 48?
Oh, Logano's in it.
Yep, the
and
48.
Busch and Reagan and more.
The 48 broke loose. Looked like something may have happened to it.
And here come the drivers who were trailing the field, tiptoeing their way through.
First move. Oh, trouble. Dillon gets turned around into the middle of the pack. Casey Mears is the one that hit him. Caution is out. Race is over.
All good, guys. All good.
You know, Jeff has
had trouble back straightaway, guys. Car around.
Trevor Bayne.
A number of cars
and
involved.
more. Logano is in it.
Crashing all. Oh, man. Coming. Gosh, the 6 just started to turn all by itself. I mean,
But Darrell, do you think the 27 car being out there on the outside, it just pulled the back end of Trevor Bayne's 6 car around?
It had to, Larry, because the car was not in any, there was nobody around him except that 27 closing fast. The air off the 27 obviously affected.
Apron spinning.
Carl Edwards.
Big wreck.
Nope.
No caution.
And now there's the wreck. 3 cars hard in the wall.
Big wreck in rear. Keep coming.
Casey Mears, Ricky Stenhouse, Jeff Gordon around. Here come the leaders.
We're still green.
No
Still
caution.
green.
Come on, boys. Bring it to the house.
Menard back in the air.
The 4 not going. They wreck behind him. The green flag is out as they cross the start-finish line. Will they throw the caution? Trying to get back up to speed. Caution comes out.
On this stop, this car just loose early on in this race, but they did settle down much
Back
better.
straight away. A big hit, and Jimmy Johnson goes spinning.
Down. Buescher. Oh, man.
Chris Buescher on his lid and lands back on his wheels. Caution.
Oh, man, we saw 4 wide off the corner over there. I was afraid of this.
Well, Brad Keselowski's won here.
Car to the wall, turn 1 hard.
Oh, that's going to be big. Big.
Oh, huge wreck.
Everybody.
They're still running into each other. Newman's on fire.
13 cars got away. Everybody else is in it.
Here comes the push. Gets a little side drive from that 27. Just gets him in that left rear.
Got him on that left rear.
It doesn't take much.
Can't do it.
You can do that a little bit in the corner where the car's loaded up. but on the straightaway, you got to be real careful. Look like just as the 41 was getting there, the 48, moved just a little bit, and that's all it took, that little bit of contact.
Oh boy, Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's
around she goes into Kenseth.
Man. Oh gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Kenseth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing that.
He's fine. Boy, you got the window net down right away out of frustration. The 4-car, Harvick.
Danica climbs out. Radio cord gets disconnected.
Somebody makes contact with... McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
And that
no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
Let's watch from the Goodyear aerial coverage, and you'll see several things happen here as Kenseth's car comes back down to earth.
I can tell you, a lot of teams are going to be freezing those shots to look underneath this car when they leave here.
No, I saw that.
Chandil inside, trouble, car hard in the wall, 2 of them. Keselowski to the line, caution had waved with Keselowski the leader, and crashing are Harvick, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Truex, Labonte, and everybody else. The moment of caution into the tri-oval. Contact between Truex and Allmendinger, and then Cole Witt turns Kevin Harvick up and into the wall, and Stenhouse and Allmendinger. Witt slides along and crashes with Truex. Caution is out.
He said, I think we're going to have a fast race car. His spotter, Eddie DeHunt, just told him it's time to be greedy.
There he goes. There we go. There we go.
Oh, upside down. Side.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger.
Yes, it was, and that's there he is upside down, and I hope he's all right. I see him moving around in there. It's a 24 here. He's pushing him, and he just gets over to the left-hand side here, and you can't push over there.
Even got him himself. He was, it was not something that was intentional. He was just trying to push and help, but it actually even got AJ Allmendinger turned around as also.
Wow, look at
big
Danica.
Impact by Danica into that inside wall.
Heck of a lick.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour on that camera as they go down the back stretch.
Oh, there it is.
Hard into the wall. The 41 of Kurt Busch. He'll collect the rest of the field.
The 18's in it. The 48's in it.
The 88 is in it. Just on the front edge. She starts to roll now on the apron.
Just looks like the 78. Was that the 38 perhaps of David Reagan? Yeah, I think it was a 38. It's like that 78 trying to make it 4 wide.
At McMurray, he has a big run down.
Oh, we got one spinning.
And it's McMurray.
Man, that thing is flipping, rolling.
That car is junk.
You got that right.
Well,
I just hope he's
for a ride right
he
there.
had been incredibly fast. He got a huge run off turn 2.
31 of Newman with a pretty good run. No, he maybe cut a tire.
Something happened to that car. It just went around all by itself on the straightaway.
And see, what really sent that car over was when Newman hit him on the left side, it lifted the right side up and caught air.
Yeah.
And look at that car come
rolling
apart against the fence.
It just disintegrates.
I mean, everything did its job of what it's designed to do. The fence kept the car on the racetrack. Car stayed intact.
Watch this car now. It's just gonna turn all by itself right there.
Oh, the left rear. The left rear tire.
Yeah. Right over the top of Newman's car.
Yeah. Newman and Ty Dillon both with a good bit of damage.
And Mike, the 2 fastest cars, the 1 and the 13, were both involved in that accident.
That's right. next straightaway. Eric Jones up into Jamie McMurray, who collects Trevor Bayne in the 6, and it's on.
Oh, hard
Bayne on
left
hard
side
hit. Martin Truex involved. Kyle Larson. And we're under caution.
You saw McMurray. You'll see him. He gets involved in this. It almost looked like his wreck from Friday. Starts off that way.
Right across into Truex. And then Bayne in the 6 to the inside barrier.
Pretty fast Chevrolets too, 88, 9, 48.
Oh, they're spinning.
Oh, Menard up and into Boyer, into the wall. Gets collected by McDowell.
Oh, no,
Keselowski crashes, and more cars are littered at the bottom of the racetrack.
Guys, I think that somebody may have gotten loose and got either into Jimmy Johnson or his car got loose and came down. You can see as the... Oh, I don't know. I think that's the 48 as a right front fender. The 24 got close to the left rear, just pushed that air in that left rear and brought it around.
Wow. Gray Gaulding shoots the middle and makes it. Wow.
They have enough fuel. Their teammate ran out of gas into the wall. Matt DiBenedetto in the 32.
There's a big wreck behind you, big wreck behind you.
The caution won't come out if it will not affect the end of this race. We'll see if NASCAR will throw it.
Car in the wall, Chris Buescher. And he gets tagged by DiBenedetto. Truex is in it. And so is the 77 of rookie Justin Haley.
Right on cue.
Little bit of contact right there, and just turns the 37 around.
Boy, and Benedetto had nowhere to go, and Truex had nowhere to go.
So happy to see that 37 car stay on the ground when the 95 hit him. Yeah, big hit by Haley in the 77.
Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece. Logano on the outside, and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy impact to the inside wall by the 42 of Larson.
To go to victory lane this year. What a hard tumble for Kyle Larson.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. And that was after a really hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop. Going down there a little bit further in the 62 car, Brendan Gaughan finished 10th.
Great run for the part-time driver, part-time cup driver.
Block from Chase Elliott. I think fortunate to get away with that.
How about Alex Bowman in the 88? He gets a shove. He's going to go sideways right in front of the pack. The 48 caught up, and the 9 is caught up. The caution has come out. He got a big shove right into the front of the pack. The 42 of Kyle Larson, he is there. The 11 is caught up. And flames coming out from underneath the 48 of Jimmy Johnson.
Here you go right here. 22 being pushed. Goes to the inside. Alex tries to block. They make contact. Around Alex goes. That's what we're talking about with blocking. You know, blocking is one of the things you have to do. You also have to know when you can't do it. But if you don't block, you're not going to.
Inside line now. The inside line falls back.
Three forwards and outside line organized to push and help each other.
Oh, and around goes the 22. A hard hit by Joey Logano.
We're in it, guys.
The 41. Logano was running in the second position up there on that outside line.
Left rear tire blew out on the 22 car.
Pushing the 38 around. Oh, one got in the back of the 24.
Yeah. It wasn't a flat tire at all. It was the 24 spinning, catching the left rear of the 22.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back to the front. Another hood flap flies off. Oh, around goes the 18. The 42 collects the 17 as well. The 62 upside down. Brendan Gaughan upside down as he went back in front of the pack.
We're wrecked here, guys.
And the big one happens right at the front of the field.
Kurt pushing Kyle.
It just hooked him.
Look at Brendan Gaughan. Just flip right over.
It's like the nose of that Chevrolet just can't quite push him.
Harvick got away from Buscher. But up front, they're racing for the win. The crash is in the back, and Blaney is the leader. Eric Jones with help. Here comes Almirola. Crash into the wall. I think it's Stenhouse. It might be Blaney.
Oh my goodness. They were what, 3-4 wide? Slamming and banging.
Back of this 88. 88 tries to go to the outside.
And around they go. The 10 of Eric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well. Can't tell who is wedged up against the wall with Almirola. The 18 was airborne. It's the 88 of Bowman.
All guys that are battling for the points. Who did we just talk about a minute ago that decided to go to the back? Going to ride around. He also needed points.
Well, good job there.
Bowman, this happens a little bit late, but Bowman was a little bit unsure of what to do to the inside, to the outside. He saw a little bit of a hole in the outside of the 10 car, tried to squeeze in there. The 10 of Eric tries to block it. They make contact. Here it is, the 88. Probably thinking inside. He gets a big push right there. He's kind of always forced to make a decision, forced to go to one side or the other because of the aggressive push from the 22. If the 88 lit, oh, we got a crash.
48 goes around, the big one happening. The one's upside down. Kurt Busch climbed all over the top of the 41 of Custer. The 2 is around. Playoff contenders involved. Kurt Busch won a week ago. He's safe into the round of 8. Everyone else is still fighting for points and positions. The 62, Brendan Gaughan, his final NASCAR race was
car has the 48 car out of control through the tribal and gets into the left rear quarter panel and turns the 48.
100 pounds flying through the air like toy cars.
In front, right there on 3 up, record, low, straight, low, come on, straight, hold the brake.
Can't pass below the double yellow line. Oh, and they're right behind.
Wow.
Caution comes out before they get to the finish line.
Look who's in it.
Once again, Kyle Busch in the 18. The 4 of Kevin Harvick.
Wow.
Look at the damage to that 18. What a day it's been.
Oh, the 18 gets turned sideways by a push from the 8 car. Tyler Reddick.
'19 caught up in it. Martin Truex Jr. And a lot of damage there to that right front.
We've seen it all day, guys. The pushing from behind right there. And remember, Reddick has damage to his nose that may have contributed to it a little bit and how he was able to push the 18. Plus, the 18 had damage as well.
Yeah, the 18 car's got a ton of drag and a damage.
He slides. They make more contact. 3 wide as they come out of 4.
Hamlin to the inside. Side draft coming from the 24 car.
Went backwards because he chose the right. Oh, he's wrecking. Joey Logano.
Up and over. Logano. And Keselowski is in it.
Yeah, but look at the 11. He moves down to try to go on the bottom, gets turned, turns him into the Joey Logano. And then, Jeff, we've all felt it. That silence. When that car goes over, it gets really, really quiet. Not a fun sound.
And you have no idea if that car is just going to start rolling and continuing to roll or if it's going to settle down. Luckily, that's what it did.
Let's use the Goodyear aerial coverage, see if we can see how this started.
Okay, so there's the push of the 22 by the 11. Watch the 47 get to the rear bumper of the 11. Right here, that's that sandwich we talk about. And when Denny stepped out, the 47 was still connected. And that little bit of contact is what turned Denny into the 22 of Logano. It's just, Denny in the outside wall.
There's that risk assessment.
Hendrick cars, all 3 Hendrick cars that are left of this field.
That was a big block. Stacked them all up, turned them around.
That wasn't a question of if, it was a matter of when.
Watch this block of Brad.
Wait, oh boy, yeah. So Denny's teammate, Truex, was trying to push him, but when Brad moved up in that outside lane, then that stacked up Denny, and he had to move left to right, and then that's when the rear bumper of the on Denny hooked the front bumper of Truex. That's what you see right there, turns Denny into that outside lane. Or out the outside wall.
William Byron down into his teammate Alex Bowman.
Make a decision, but he's getting ready to. Here comes a big push for Logano.
Around goes the 37. Priest is around. He catches the 24 as well as the 21. Caution comes out.
Right, he gets into the back of the 22. This car moves a little bit left and it spins him back to the right.
Almost the same situation we saw in the wreck before.
A big wiggle out of Christopher Bell. Up in the wall. Alex Bowman into the wall. Ross Chastain caught up in the 42. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Try to keep it rolling. Try to keep
the 18, Kyle Busch, also spinning.
Then creates a huge gap and a big run. And the 47, I mean, it's the same bump that he did multiple times before. And that time, it just turns the 48 into the outside wall.
See a team play. Here he comes.
Oh, the 22 in the wall. Back down in front of the field.
Oh, he takes out Ty Dillon and Daytona 500 winner Austin Cindric. A lot of cars with damage.
Keselowski's navigating.
Unbelievable. Wallace.
Yeah, but it all stacks up. As he was 24 car was making his move down.
All those cars, the 43 is in the back of the 22. It's too many cars really kind of bumper to bumper at one time, and he kind of got spit right out of that line of cars. Carson, big push. Does it go to the outside?
He's gonna have to. Here he goes. And he's in the wall. Opens the door up for the one of Ross Chastain. And on the outside, Kyle Larson added.
Oh my gosh. How about you? Because you knew you would. Almost turns Kurt Busch and everybody else. Open the door up for Ross Chastain to win the race.
And Geico, and out front it's Eric Jones. Big wreck back there. That's Harrison Burton in the 21 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. There was a third line forming, and it looks as though guys were indecisive if they were going to jump into it or not.
On the 47 and say, hey man, I'm going to join this outside line, guys. I like what you're doing. I'm going to get up here. Let's move forward. There's a push right there that kind of gets him out of control, and he never recovers. I think, you know, he's so out of shape.
So he said, forget it. Go. Oh, he's turned. He is turned. Logano in the wall. LaJoy and Stenhouse bring the caution out for the 6th time.
As soon as he gets it, it pulls him back, kills that momentum. The 7-car LaJoy gets to him. Can't do anything from there.
Riley Herbst got a piece of that also in the 15.
Oh, big push.
Blaney
turns him.
Around goes
Oh, into Keselowski. Around. Another hard shot. Allmendinger.
Go.
Big block there. Now he moves up. Blaney was ready to go. At the end of the day, Blaney was going to make that move on him. He couldn't keep it behind him. Tried to block low, tried to block high.
Wreck in the back.
Got a big crash.
They're sliding behind as it went across the start-finish line. The caution has come out. Keselowski's involved in it. You see him hit the inside wall.
Turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but hard hit.
Blaney, Harvick, they spin behind him. It's going to be Blaney.
Yes!
Blaney gets the win at Talladega. 42 of Hocevar, or excuse me, the 36 of Riley Herbst sideways when he crossed the start-finish line.
He gets a little help here from the 7. He gets up the racetrack and just gets a little clip in the left rear quarter panel.
Denny Hamlin ends up 4th after being a lap down.
As long as they can, but these guys
are trouble here, turn 3. It's Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. The 42 car into the 23. Well, see him move up. The 23 actually gets in it. And Jones, and then they start moving around, stacking them up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what we were talking about earlier, over that
is going to switch back over.
Oh, the block, and around goes the 34, and Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys. Reddick.
Oh my God! Great work, guys! Woo!
Gregson. Brad was able to utilize that block, pushes him, and that was one block too many on McDowell's behalf. Turned him around.
And look at Reddick. Maintain his foot on the floor and shoot through as mayhem develops behind. The first 4 cars get by unscathed. Reddick, Keselowski, Gregson,